Phenomenal ladies, happy new year. This is 2018, so happy 2018. I hope that all of your celebrations, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever you celebrate, I hope that it went really, really well for you. And yeah, so mine was super busy, and so busy that I did not get to record a video in January. It is now February, and right before Valentine's Day. So I figured, you know what, got a few vacation days that I'm taking, and I want to get a video out. But before I get started, I just want to say quickly, to all of my subscribers, to all of the commenters, thank you so much for just your feedback, your support. I only have a few subscribers, maybe more, and a few comments, but I am humbled that you are even interested in learning about my journey, that you are interested in learning more about braid locks perhaps. But either way, whatever your interest is, thank you for your support. I appreciate it. We really do need each other. And so it's helpful for me to collaborate with other people who have locks of any kind. Sister locks, I love the look. Braid locks, interlocks, whatever they are. I love them all. So if you are interested in how to avoid having a painful retighten or interlock session, stay tuned. I would like to share what I learned, and I would like to collaborate with you as well. I am so thrilled to be learning from all of you. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back, phenomenal ladies. I wanted to wait. I really did want to wait until it got warmer before I interlocked it or tightened it again, because it's cold, right? So I'm like, you know what, this is like my fur coat. I should let it just kind of free form for a little bit and keep me warm. And so changed my mind because of Valentine's Day. We got some plans going on this weekend, and so I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and tighten it now, get a cleaner look just for this. It's been 2.5 months of new growth anyway, so let me go ahead and get this done. So I did it. Again, I love the fact that I did it, but the process of her interlocking my hair, the process of her retightening it was painful. And it was painful the first time. This was the second time on yesterday. It was painful. And so I said, you know what, when I get home, I have got to record something to remind myself, Phenomenal Fia, the next time you get your hair retightened, the next time you get your hair interlocked, watch the video so that you can't avoid the same mistakes. So this video is here because I need to remind
my younger self a couple of months from now. My older self is going to look at this video and look at my younger self right here and say, hey, those are the things you need to avoid. Those are the things you need to do and prepare for, and so you can have a better experience. Okay, so I think though, a big part of this is also because I really, when you think about the relaxer and how painful it is when you burn, you're not supposed to burn, right? But you have to learn the process for how not to burn. And then it's sort of like having a baby, the contractions, the pain of having a baby. And then when the bundle of joy is here, it's all over and you forget. Well, I want to remember, and that's what this video is about.
So I'm going to get right into some of the tips. The first thing I want to do is just show you a quick comparison, though, of how my hair looked before I walked into the beautician to get them retightened. I took some pictures just so I could document because I wanted to see the difference. But now I'm making this video, they're coming in handy because I need to show you how much new growth I had. You really can't tell from the pictures because I know, well, some of them you can. Once she rinsed my hair, you could see that she was able to stretch the new growth and actually show me how long it had gotten. And I still don't know exactly how long it is because I haven't watched it and actually measured anything, but it grew a lot. So there were places where it grew 2 inches. There were places where it grew 2.5 inches. And I guess 1/2 inch is average, or maybe it's 1/4 of an inch. I don't remember. But my hair tends to grow a little faster than whatever the average is, I think. So she was showing me how long it had gotten, and she was, it takes her longer to interlock it because of how long it had gotten. And I'm thankful for that. But yeah, the pain of it is unbearable. I have it put up, but I'm going to quickly just take it down so you can see what's going on here. All right, so I have something over here called my African Queen Bang. I'm going to take that down and show you just what it's looking like over to the left of my head. Okay, so that's what it's looking like over here. And then if I kind of split that, you can see. I've never done a video where I actually showed you live what my scalpiness looks like. I've shown pictures. And you know, for some reason, my hair seems to have gotten the individual pieces of hair seem to have gotten thicker. Okay, so maybe that's why it doesn't bother me that it's scalpy anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn around, show you a little bit more. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I can't see behind myself, obviously. But yeah, I just want to show what some of the scalpiness looks like. Okay, and it has grown. It has grown. I don't know if you can see the length back there, but this is what I'm working with. It is almost raw strap length, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I'm loving how much it's growing, and I'm loving how I am able to use this bang to kind of make up for not having big hair. Because I told you in my last video, I love big hair, like afros and all that good stuff, and I'm just adjusting to not having big hair. So this is a definitely new thing for me, but I'm actually loving it. Loving it. Okay, so let me get to some of the tips. By the way, if you're interested in knowing how I did my little African Queen bangs, accessories and whatnot, let me know. Need to grow back in my sides. Okay, so if I pull my ear down here, all right, you can see, if I pull some of these out, you can see how splotchy and thinning it is in here. And she actually took a picture for me to show me. I knew it was there, but taking the picture and seeing it in a picture, and I'm gonna put it right here, right there, somewhere in here, so you can see the picture and how wide it really is. What I've done is I've combined some of these so that I can block out some of the splotchiness and some of the thinning, but by faith, I believe my hair is going to feel back in. And one of the things I'm gonna do to help it along the way, one thing is black seed oil. I did some research on this. This is supposed to cure everything but death. It's supposed to be absolutely fabulous for your hair. Research it if you haven't had a chance to. I buy this brand, and I take it for other reasons as well, but it's supposed to be good for your hair. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be rubbing some of this in there every other day. And then I also plan to use 100% black, Jamaican black castor oil. So these are two of the products that I want to use to kind of fill my edges back in. The other thing I'm gonna try and do is ask her, and I think she did mention that she was gonna not tighten these as tight, right? But they still feel a little painful. They still feel a little tight. And so I'm gonna ask her to, and what I've done is I've twisted some of them together to kind of hide it. I mentioned that before, but I want her to interlock them to strengthen them. Some of them are really tiny, right? I love the tininess of it, but I need to grow this area back. And so if that means making them a little bigger, just so that I can strengthen them and get that area to grow and give it some rest, that's what I'm gonna do. So that is how I'm going to grow my sides back in, my edges around here as well. If I move the African Queen Bang, you can see here that I had a lot of loose hair in here that grew out, and so she pulled it into the individual braid locks that were already there, and I love that because it's so much cleaner than what I had before. But you can see here where, okay, it should be filled in there. Probably should have a few more here. I need to prepare for the pain of getting another retighten. I need to prepare for the pain, and the way I'm going to do that is just, I've already accepted that I'm tender-headed. I know why I'm tender-headed. I'm tender-headed because there are years and years and years, a long time when I just stopped going to salons. I stopped going
to get my hair permed. I stopped processing my hair because I wanted to grow it out, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of beauticians trying to cut my hair and telling me, oh, if you cut your hair, it's gonna grow faster and all that stuff. And I stopped going. I started ignoring people and just doing what my intuition told me to do. So basically, because of that though, I am tender-headed, and I'm just playing in it because I can. y'all don't pay no attention to me. But yeah. So looking that up. I stopped going to beauticians, and because of that, I am super sensitive in terms of my scalp.
All right, so I'm going to accept the fact that I'm tender-headed. I'm going to use the knowledge that I have, and before I go to my next appointment, I'm going to take me some Excedrin, so the extra strength, so that I can avoid the pain. It's sort of like getting your braids done. I used to get box braids done back in the day, and it would be super painful afterwards. It would take 3 days, and I couldn't sleep, you know, a certain way because they would, you know, the pressure of the pillow in your hand, you're trying to keep it from hurting. So I'm going to be taking some of this before my interlocking session so that I can see if it makes a difference with the pain. All right, or I'm going to be doing a super espresso coffee on the way to my appointment so that I can try and avoid the pain. The caffeine should help me, okay? Taking a sip really quickly. Right now and up until probably April of this year, I'm going to start making sure I stop my braid locks from marrying, okay? So what happens is the new growth comes in, it fills in all this space here, right? And as it's coming in, it's wrapping around one or two of the locks, of the braid locks. Or it's wrapping around itself, it's coming out, it's sticking out, you know, it's coming through the scalp or whatever. I don't understand all the right terminology, but generally she was saying that, you know, it comes out and it wraps around itself. And if I don't stop it from marrying, then it's just gonna marry. And then when I get to her, she has to pull it apart. And when she pulls it apart, oh my God, yes, so yeah, I can't keep doing that. So I think that part of the problem is I stopped moisturizing. I stopped moisturizing my scalp because I got lazy with the holiday coming, and I just stopped. I just like got up and went, and so I just had to make sure I had curls here and there, and then I would just leave the rest of it to whatever, you know. With it being cold, your hair gets drier, right? So because it gets drier, you're supposed to moisturize it even more during the winter. And now I know some people say don't put anything on your scalp, but my scalp, it drinks oil, it drinks water like nobody's business, like it ain't nothing. Okay, so I knew that I should have been moisturizing my hair. So I'm going to learn my lesson and go back to that. Moisturizing every other day. When I do moisturize my hair, I use rose water, which is from your local beauty supply or Whole Foods, okay? And I just put this and olive oil, and you shake it up, shake, and just spray your scalp. Not the whole head, not the whole hair part, but just the scalp to make sure that my new growth stays soft enough that I can pull the married pieces that are trying to get together and, you know, make love or whatever you want to call it. I need to not let that happen. So this is going to help me do that when I moisturize every other day. And then I can separate after I do that. The other thing is washing my hair. When I wash my hair, right afterwards, I need to, while it's wet, go ahead and pull the married pieces apart. Separate shampoo. Speaking of shampoo, it tends to dry out my hair. And I know I'm using the wrong thing, y'all. Y'all ain't got to tell me. I already know. I ran out of shampoo, and I forget what I normally use, but it ain't this. But I saw this, and my husband uses it, and I was like, ooh, you know what? Let me go and try this. It can't hurt. It's just braid locks. You know, my hair is already locked, so it don't really matter what kind of shampoo I use. So I was like being lazy, didn't want to go to the store, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this. So I put this on my hair, y'all, and I fell in love. I fell in love with Head & Shoulders for, what does that say? Men. I fell in love with that. Why? Because it started tingling my scalp. It started, I was rubbing it in and it started tingling. And I was like, ooh, I like this. You know the commercial with the herbal essence, I think it is. And the lady's just in the shower and she's just going, Well, this tingled my head and I was just like, ooh, I like this. So I don't know. It says it's a 3-action formula, excuse me. it says it cleans, it protects, and then it moisturizes. But the tingling sensation, I don't know what's in this stuff, but it made my scalp feel good, and it got my hair squeaky clean. And probably dried it out more than I normally would let it dry out. So I use Garnier Fructis, and I love this stuff because of the way it smells. I love it because it's got like 3 different oils in it: avocado, olive, and almond oil. So I've been using this like forever, and I can't say that this is the perfect conditioner for everybody, but I like it. It makes my hair softer after using a harsh shampoo like this, right? I'm not supposed to be using this, but I don't know, y'all. So my goal is to stock up on the right shampoo. And about the shampoo, I just want to say, one of the things I did was I washed my hair the day before. So you know how you're not supposed to wash your hair right before you get a perm? I know I didn't get a perm or relaxer, but I washed this and it tingled my scalp, and I did it the day before, and I think this might have contributed to the pain as well.
All right, so that is how I'm going to prepare for the pain. Moisturizing, Excedrin, drinking espresso, stopping the locks from Marion. And if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know. The other thing I want to do is stop drinking so much of this spicy stuff. I love cayenne pepper, and I wasn't doing it because of hair growth or anything. I think it does have that advantage because it opens up your pores or increases circulation or something, but I like spicy foods. Mexican, anything spicy, right?
So I put this in my coffee, I put this in my water with lemon, I put this in my food. When I want my food to be extra spicy, I just take a little dropper. It's a liquid. It's so much easier to distribute. It's herbal from your Whole Foods store or your health food store. All right, and so I am gonna cut back on that because I think that made my scalp super sensitive. I think that is what kind of opened up circulation, and so when she was working the interlocking and pulling the hair apart, my scalp was like, ah, oh my God, I can't take it. Let me pull it apart. I'll do it. Please let me do it. Right, and so she would let me do it, but then that would slow her down, and we were there for 8 hours. It takes 8 hours to interlock all of my hair. And it doesn't look like a lot, but yeah, it's a lot when you're trying to interlock 2.5 inches of new growth on great locks. So she did a wonderful job, but yeah, I don't want to slow her down. And then if you guys, again, if you have any suggestions on what I can do, feel free to comment. Stay blessed, and until the next video, take care.
As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to comment and subscribe for future updates.